Okay, here we are at Holt Station on the Norfolk Railway. The loco's just drawn into the platform and is in the process now of doing the loop around to come to the opposite end of the train.
I can't leave you on here.
No, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Are you the driver?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, that's so. My name's Tony, by the way.
Oh, Tony, yeah.
Hello. So you're the driver. Do you mind being on the camera?
That's
That's all right. Don't worry. It's all that. I've never been on a footplate before, so this is fantastic. Thank you very much. Do you mind pointing out the main sort of controls, just that we get thousands of people looking at this? So
really. That shows you the amount of water in the boiler.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Top gauge over there is the amount of steam pressure in the boiler.
Right, 200 psi roughly. Yeah, that's good.
The gauge beneath it shows you how much we've got in the steam heating pipe when we're using steam heating on the coaches.
Right.
The gauge is over here. This is the vacuum brake gauge. That controls the vacuum brakes.
For the brakes
on the coaches.
Hence the vacuum pipe at the front and back.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's the steam brake for the steam brake on the locomotive itself.
Right. Okay.
That you use that handle to apply the vacuum brakes on the coaching stock.
Oh wow.
Okay. This is known as a reverser.
That's a reverser, is it?
You use that to make the engine go forward or backwards.
Oh, okay.
The handle on there, that's a regulator.
That's a regulator, because they're often crossways, aren't they? You often see them this way at an angle.
Yeah, and that emits steam into the cylinders.
Oh, okay.
And you control the speed.
So depending on which direction you've set that, when they send the steam into the cylinders,
yeah, that's right.
Then we get locomotion movement. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good old fire in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very dead fire at the moment.
Yeah.
When it's working really hard, it'll go to white hot heat, about 3,500
wow,
degrees.
That's fantastic.
And the two controls over there, those are the steam valves for the injectors.
Oh, okay.
And the injectors take the water out of the water tank and put it into the boiler.
Right.
And those two controls there, those are the ashpan dampers, and we use that to control the flow of the air going into the fire to make it burn hotter as you need it to.
Wow.
That's pretty basically it. In broad and simple terms.
That's incredible. Okay, yeah, I'm not so I'm not so au fait with the class of locos. Which class is this one?
This is a standard class 4 tank.
4 tank. Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, thank you ever so much for showing us around here today. That's really helpful. It's only with the fact that the train's been delayed that we've had the opportunity. So thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we're going to make way. As the other train that was having some issues has just been hauled down by a diesel. I think it may have been a class 37, although I'm no expert on diesels myself. But here we go, we're just making a nice gentle start away from the station, just panning over to the station. Halt in Norfolk Railway. It is, yeah. So we're now going to look at the valve gear.
This is known as Walshart's valve gear.
Okay.
That's the expansion link. Okay.
Right.
And that's the bit that makes it go forward and backwards.
Oh, I see.
When we wind it into forward gear, we will move that lever down to the bottom. Okay. Make it go forwards, and when it's here, it will make it go backwards.
I see. So that wheel that you were rotating changes its sort of orientation there, does it?
And that actually drives the piston valve in the upper part of the cylinder here.
Right.
And that controls the steam going into each end of the cylinder.
Wow. Okay. How many cylinders is this loco?
It's got 2 cylinders,
one
on the side and one on the other side. And each cylinder is, you can see the piston rod there, which is connected to the driving crank-pin. Okay.
Yeah.
And each cylinder has got a piston valve that controls the steam going into and out of the steam cylinder.
That's fantastic. Wow.
The gadget up here, that is known as the ejector,
Oh, that's the ejector.
and that creates the vacuum that's used in the vacuum brake on the coaches.
Right.
That is the steam cylinder lubricator.
Okay.
That's driven off the valve gear, and that pumps a very thick, viscous oil.
So you've got all that oil stored up in here there. Okay.
And it pumps oil into the cylinder to lubricate the pistons and the valves.
Fantastic. So I'm guessing this type of loco doesn't have to have sand box.
It does, yeah.
Oh, it does? Okay.
It does have sand boxes that are filled through there.
Ah,
Okay,
right.
so that in wet conditions you can drop sand onto the driving
Yes.
the track in front of the driving wheels to help it stop slipping.
Wow.
You can see those are the two water tanks on the side. And you can see the valve on the regulator on the side of the boiler.
Ah, yes.
And just behind that you can see the two whistles and the safety valves.
Got that up high there? Yeah, got that.
The safety valves go off when the bone pressure gets above its safe working level to stop it exploding. And that's the steam dome. There's a big pipe in there where the regulator is,
Yep.
where it collects the steam from the highest point of the boiler.
So that's the concentration point there.
Yeah.
So you get this to get the driest, most compressed air, yeah?
No compressed steam.
Steam.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, wrong word.
And the two valves there, those are the one-way valves where the water goes into the boiler.
Yes.
So it's a one-way valve, so the pressure can't get out, the water can go in.
Wow. Okay. How long have you been driving trains? It's quite a skill, isn't it? Not many people can say they can do it.
I've been on this railway about 10 years.
10 years, okay.
I've been on other railways before that, so I've been on steam engineering all my life. And the smoke box at the front here, you can see these are the main steam pipes.
Yeah.
Steam goes into the cylinders. Yeah. The exhaust pipe goes out of the centre of the steam chest there, and goes up into the smoke box. And actually, what that does, it creates a partial vacuum in the smoke box,
Okay.
and it draws the fire through.
Right.
Okay, and that's chucking.
Yes.
The partial vacuum to draw the fire and make it burn faster.
I see.
That's basically it.
The drawing of the air, does that go rhythmically through, or is it constant? Or
Well, it depends on the speed of the locomotive.
Right.
And you hear the
chuffing?
beats.
Yeah.
You can tell when it goes faster or slower.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How often do you have to maintain the smoke box? And I've seen them where they have to clean it all out and stuff.
Clean it out every morning.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Tonight when we go on the shed, we'll clean the fire out and clean the ash pan out. And in the morning, we'll empty the smoke box, clean out the fire grate, and start it all off again.
Wow. So these things take what, 3 or 4 hours to get up to steam, or?
Well, we light it up around about 6 o'clock in the morning, and we go off shed around about 9:30.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
If that's tonight, it will be hot tomorrow morning.
Yes.
If it was from cold, you'd put a warming fire in it the previous day,
Right.
to help run it up.
Wow.
So typically about 3 hours.
Yeah. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to,
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
gonna have to go.
Thank you ever so much for your time. Thanks for explaining all that. Thank you. Cheers. Take care now. All the best. Bye-bye now. Well, that was really, really useful. Amazing to get a driver's perspective of the day in the life of a steam loco driver. Very, very rare to sort of get that opportunity to speak to someone. So very grateful for that. Signing out.